What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of The Locker Room. I'm here with Reagan, Campbell, Gillard. What is going on, brother?
Not much, mate. Just a bit of filming today at Fox Sports, and obviously coming here to do another one with you. And
Mate, media all day, baby. Media all day. That's the new world for you now.
Yeah, it's it's a bit busy at the moment, but that's what happens when you do rugby league for a living. It's things like this. It's it's fun, and it's it's a bit of an honour and a privilege to be doing this stuff for a living, and this is just what comes with it.
Yeah, 100%. And like it's so weird, like thinking to yourself, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you'd tell yourself that you'd be sitting in Fox Sports, they'd be like doing your makeup, and there's like massive screens worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, whole teams around you. You'd be like, mate, piss off, as if.
The makeup part will probably be the bit of a shocker.
Was that weird? Was that the first time?
No, I've had it a few times, the makeup there, but I was actually on the seat for a while too, just they couldn't. I wanted to get out of that seat, but I don't know. Just playing in the front row, probably had to fix it.
You know what's weird is like, if you didn't wear makeup, you would actually look out of place in the photo, because like you're so used to seeing photos with people that have like that look a certain way. If you didn't have it on, it'd be like, that dude looks weird. He doesn't have makeup. Like, he doesn't look all clean like everyone else.
Yeah, they're just caking on the bloody on the makeup, mate.
How thick and sticky is it, eh? Like, they're kind of like just, I don't know how chicks do it, eh?
Yeah, mate, it's
every day.
Every day, exactly. Every day, chicks have to do that. So.
And they would do more than you did that day, because they would like, like lashes and shit.
And all that stuff.
Fuck that, man. Fuck that. So how's it been for you? You had the best year of your career pretty much, and, played for Australia, and you did so many things that, I guess a few years before that, you'd be like, no, I think it would come slower if it does come, rather than, coming all in the last 24 months, it's all really built for you quickly kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I didn't really have a goal to play for Australia, last year.
Yep.
I definitely have it as a goal and a dream, for my career, but like you said, come pretty quickly within the last 24 months. But yeah, mate, it was, that World Cup was probably, a highlight of my career and something I'll never forget. And it's, you ask anyone that's obviously been on a tour there or on a World Cup tour there, they'll say it's unbelievable. And I had the best time of my life.
And so it takes us back to a young Reagan. What was it, born in Blacktown? What was it like? Was it a typical upbringing? Was it a tough upbringing? Was it, what was it like for you?
Yeah, you could say it's probably, tough, but probably, strict. Mum was a single parent and raised myself and my brother, and, she did it pretty tough there. And, me as a kid, I'd never really liked, one sport. I wanted to play different types of sports, and just mum just running me around trying to get me to places to be, and quit football as a youngster. Took up swimming, athletics, AFL, rugby union, just everything. Just trying to find that one sport, and always loved rugby league. Always had it for a passion, but just through that teenage area, I didn't have any interest of playing that. And I think under 17s, I went back, and
So how many years did you, so you played it a little bit, when you were 10, 11, and then quit?
I think maybe from under 9s to maybe 10, 11, 12.
Yep.
Stopped that, pretty much straight away. Mum reckons I was crying every week. Every time I was getting tackled, I was
really?
Big front row standing on the wings, telling all the boys spread out. But mate, I honestly don't believe that. But coming from mum, she doesn't lie very often. So
she's just putting shit on you, just spraying you.
Basically just telling the whole world I was a big sook, which is explainable. But just probably just didn't have the passion and mum supported that as well. She wasn't a parent that was very strict of me sticking on to one sport. Obviously, if I wanted to play different sports, she'd just back my decision, and come under 17s, I turned back to rugby league, and
That's crazy because
Yeah.
like they're the forming years. You know, they're the pretty important years. A lot of kids, when they're 15, already have clubs kind of thing. And you know, you were playing. You just doing swimming or AFL or
Well, I broke my leg doing athletics.
oh really? What were you doing in athletics? Like high jump, long jump, or something?
Yeah, yeah. A big 100-kilo bloke trying to do a high jump, but I don't think it works.
Okay, so
there,
you were
mate.
already big.
I was already big, and I could feel myself getting, a lot bigger, and
Yeah.
tell
Feeling
myself
out
that
now.
I was, big boned, and a fall, off a high jump went wrong, and broke my leg, and I think I didn't play sports for 2 years.
Shit.
And,
Far out.
it was a pretty ugly break. So I just probably didn't have any interest in sports, and just went back to school, and obviously playing school football there. And I was like, oh, maybe I should give it a go. And
Yep.
I had a mate who was at Windsor at the time, saying that they were lacking some front rowers for the season, and I just thought, I'll just give it a go. And I had a recruitment officer, Jimmy Jones, at Penrith, and he come up and said, "Oh, look, we've got a development contract there for you," and just went from there to SG ball to obviously under 20s, reserve grade, and then to first grade.
Fuck. So when those years when you were doing other sports, was it mainly athletics or was it like AFL or swimming?
I think athletics is a winter sport, or
Yep.
so. Always did that to stay active and try and stay fit, and just swimming of a morning in squads, and that was absolute torture. So I gave that up.
100% torture.
Yeah, I did
Oh
that.
my
I did
God.
that for a fair few years, and because Mum was on the committee
Oh, okay. Yep.
there for the swimming stuff, so I just canned that straight away. And it's just the physical side. I tried soccer for 1 year, or actually 2 years, and
Fuck, you'd be a big soccer player.
the only position I could play was goalie, so I was just just standing there.
Yep.
Just,
This is the pits.
exactly. That wasn't working, and then I felt myself getting bigger and bigger, and
Yep.
thought I'd take
Footy.
up rugby league again.
And so, growing up, single mum, I always say this to a lot of the boys, like, no matter what you would achieve, I didn't grow up with a single mum, but my mum, worked and also took care of us. Doesn't matter what I would achieve, there'd be nothing as hard as a single mum taking care of, like, 2 or 3 boys. Like, fuck, can you imagine, like, running with kids that around whilst you were, a single mum trying to work in that? Was that something that you appreciated as you got closer to older first grade, or is it?
It's definitely something I've appreciated now. Obviously, back as a kid, you don't really
realize
things like that, and
Yep.
you want this and you want that, and mum's telling you no, you can't get it. So then you're obviously kicking like a bit of a stink there, and
Yep.
saying this is the worst childhood ever, and things like that, and
Yep.
but once I pretty much hit the state, I probably my teenage years of when I was in high school, and then you actually realise, like, oh, mummy's actually
Working
doing
her
it
ass
tough,
off.
and
Yep.
busting her butt to obviously put food on the table, and obviously get your boots or any sporting stuff like that to.
And you're the bastard that was changing sports all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And
she's fine.
exactly. And God love her, she was just committed to anything that I wanted to do, and
Yep.
never questioned my decision of what sport I wanted to play. But right now I'm absolutely thankful for everything she's done, and she's a bit of a legend at the moment.
And so, you decide to go into footy, and then you go to, you play locally and then into reserve grade. What was the kind of moment when you realised, oh shit, like, if I keep going here, there may be a path to NRL?
It was a flight back from New Zealand. We had a trial in New Zealand.
Oh, so you were part of the Penrith squad at this stage?
Yeah, like I don't think anyone kind of knows if you're gonna make it or not. I think you just hope,
Yep.
or get a bit of luck, come your way. And coming through 20s, did that. I think my last year 20s, I went into reserve grade, and I was getting absolutely pizzled by every front row, and
Oh, really?
just getting bashed. So obviously wasn't ready for that stage, and then
Yep.
had a full preseason after 20s, went straight to reserve grade, and that year, I think it was 2014.
Yep.
The boys went really well, and I was still trying to mature there, obviously in the front row, and then had another pre-season under Ivan, and then went to New Zealand for a trial against New Zealand, and then on the way back, it was actually Trent Barrett that said to me, he goes, "Oh, be ready for round one, because it looks like you're going to get it." And I was just like, it was a long flight back from there. I was just nervous. I just went like, what? I go, "Oh my God, has he just really told me that?" And then the next day, Ivan pulled me in the office, and him and Gus and told me. I was just had probably over a week and a half to try and get my head around that. And
yep. Far out. And so even up to the last, before you got told, you were still like, I could possibly not play NRL at all.
Yeah, I think you just, if you've never played it before, obviously the drive and the determination to obviously try and get there, just keeps driving it. And you can, at that stage that I was at, I could, you could feel like you were there, but you weren't there yet. And all my close mates too at Penrith, Yowie and Cardi were playing, and Peachy as well were playing in that 2014, and it was like, oh my God, like they're there, but I'm hoping I could be there. And come 2015, it happened.
Boom. 2015, 16, 17. Wow. So okay, you make your debut 2015.
15.
And so what was the week like building up? Like, what was the phone call like to the mum and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, we had a like a civic reception, which was something we would do every year for the council, and that's when Ivan and Gus told me, and I think it's about a week, just over a week and a half to obviously get ready for the game. The game was on a Sunday too against Bulldogs, so obviously late in the week, and found out there. Then obviously the rumour had spread through the whole boys, and then they were getting all excited about that, and told mum was crying, and can't really
sort of blur.
I remember my first run. I just had to get that out of the way. I think I ran straight at Jimmy Graham and Tolman.
Yep.
So that was obviously first.
Were you like, oh, that was actually all right? It wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, I think you play that through your head, and what's it like? What's the contact like? Things like that. But I had a really good mentor in Jeremy Lattimore as well, who helped me through my development, and still close mates with him today.
Latsy, legend.
Yeah, Latsy, mate, he's a legend. But he helped me pretty much for that whole season, and can't be thankful.
He's he's unique.
He's definitely
Horse?
unique. He
Horse?
is, old Jerry. Obviously, in the world of rugby league, you can't always keep everyone, and he's got a family to look after. So it was pretty sad to see him go, and I'm pretty sure he'll fit in really well down at the Dragons.
I reckon he's so underrated, man. Underrated.
He's honestly one of the best blokes you'll ever meet, and he's that type of person that can obviously bring a group or a club together and help the club side of things there, and I think he's a pretty good buy for the Dragons.
100%. Because I was with him when he was at the Dragons originally. I think, and at the Warriors maybe as well. He's been at so many clubs. He's been in a few clubs. Okay, so you make your debut. Is there anything else you remember of the game, after the game, or during the game?
Nah, I know we won, which was I just remember just the warm up. Going out, you just see it was absolutely packed. I think it was a full house. I think 18 or 19,000.
Looking around, going, holy shit!
It was just blue and white, and then you see all the the Panther fans as well. So it was just a bit of a blur, but that's all I could probably remember.
It's crazy, how quickly it goes, and it's just like, far out, where did that go? So did you end up playing the next week and continue playing on regular first grade after that?
Yeah, played every game for that whole season.
Yep.
Eventually got promoted to starting, so that was again another challenge in a different role. So and then finished the season. Obviously, we didn't make the top 8, and bit of a shock come through the club that we got rid of Ivan, and then new coach coming in. So that was end of 2015. going in 2016 season with Hook and mate, he's honestly probably been one of the best things that the club has done, and
Yep.
just changing things in the way that people are accountable of things of what they're doing on and off the field, and
Yep.
He's probably been one of the best things for this club.
And so 2015 goes, and you play. You get promoted to starting side. So what was the end result for that year, kind of thing? As in, did you personally finish on a high, or did you personally finish on disappointed that you guys didn't make the top four or whatever?
Oh, yeah, you could probably say it was a nice achievement to obviously get through the whole season unscathed, and it was only 24 games, and people just say, well, it's 24 games, but it's each week, week after week, it was playing a bit of a toll on the body, and when you go on holidays, you get that 8 weeks of just relaxing. It was perfect, and then obviously going into another tough preseason under a new coach, and then trying to impress that new coach.
Yep.
So come 2016, it was had a good preseason, and then
Did you do an army camp?
Yeah, we did. We did a
Walk us through the army camp.
Yeah, Hook brought. I think it was a 3-day army camp up
Yep.
at.
Okay, so walk the people listening. What happens on an army camp? What were you doing?
On an army camp, it's just basically team bonding and you're obviously trying to work as a team, and the day that we went, it was we went all the way up at Blue Mountains, and there's a track out there that's it goes for Ks and Ks, and over the 3 days we ended up walking I think nearly 70 or 80 Ks
with
carrying things of stretchers with jerry cans, and and knowing us, we thought just emptying the jerry cans to make them lighter, but we didn't realise that was actually our water source for the 3 days. And boys, had the camel packs on. Boys, the camel packs are leaking, and just stuff like that. People.
So how'd you get around it? How'd you get around it with the water?
Of every night, one of the army blokes is actually a pretty good bloke. He just give us a couple extra just to get us through. And
but you had to ration it. You couldn't just drink whenever you wanted.
Yeah, it was pretty much just ration it. It was to a point where boys were cramping really bad, blisters coming on the fingers, on the feet, and chafe as well.
Oh, so, chafe is a killer.
Mate, there was, a few boys had really bad chafe, and you get through the first day and you think it's going all well, and then then you actually got to wake up the next day and do it all again,
maybe even harder.
And then obviously get through that, and then it's the last day. You think, well, it's only the last day. What's in order here? It's
Did you have to sleep just on the ground in that?
Slept on the ground,
just out in the open.
Just out in the open. I think the first night it was an absolute freezing cold night. It was raining too. So it had rain, hail, shine in the first 24 hours, and that night was one of the coldest nights I've ever slept outside. Just everything was wet as well, so everyone's just shivering, just trying to
find some kind of sleep.
Exactly, some type of sleep or warmth. And obviously,
was any boys cuddling?
Nah, not really. It was just I remember it clearly. It's just every hour there had to be a watch. That was just part of the discipline of obviously doing that. So every hour there had to be a new 2 people on watch, and you think you'd get in a good decent sleep, and then you get someone tapping on the shoulder saying, "Hey, you got to do your night watch."
And you're not allowed to fall asleep on your watch.
You can't fall asleep on your watch.
Everyone gets up.
So it's just things like that, just a little discipline. Things like that obviously you can take away, and it's just probably mental training of things like that, just to try and get you through. Yeah, it's.
I don't miss it one bit.
It's just, mate. We haven't done one since, which is thank God. But
thank God, fucking torture. So, what was there? Was there any blow ups? Any people break?
Yeah, it was definitely blow ups. So on the last day, my body shut down on the last hill, which was. It was like a 100-meter hill, but the hill just kept going and going. I carked it.
Oh, body just couldn't do it.
Body couldn't do it. Like I was physically just manually moving my legs to get up this hill, and just the body was shutting down because I don't eat tuna, and
that's all they had.
That's all they gave you was tuna or lollies.
Yep.
So I had a bag full of red frogs in the pocket, and I was obviously just snacking on that for 3 days, and come to that last hill, I think I had three frogs in me in the pocket to get me going. So I had the three, and felt really good going all the way up, and then obviously that last hill body shut down. And
how much weight did you lose?
I think I went on that camp at like 115.
Yep.
And obviously coming back down, weighing myself, I was 109.
So like what? That's 4 days, and you've lost 7 kilos.
Yeah.
So, 6 kilos.
Yeah, 109 kilos weighed in. Just the
Depleted.
body aches. At just every little twitch that you did, you just start cramping. And then
who was the most broken in the camp?
There was a few boys. It was I think the first day, Sitter Akawala.
Yeah.
Just carked it. Just found the ledge and just went for it and just blacked out the poor bloke. And but yeah, it's just little things. Yeah. It's just little things like that you can obviously look back on and laugh and giggle.
Yeah.
And
but in the time,
it's just like, oh no, like what do you do? Obviously, I think he went to hospital or went back to training to. Yeah, I think he was just dehydrated. So.
Yeah, far out. That's crazy.
Mental training, mental like training. It's just and then you get the old occasional back chatting and fighting once another, and then it's just. Obviously, you don't mean it, or
you're just in a world of hurt.
It's just you're hurting. They're hurting as well, and then just one little thing will set someone off, and then it's on. And there was a few blow-ups on that day, and you look back at it now and just laugh and giggle about it.
Yeah, 100%. At the Broncos, the first one I went on was a 6-day camp. Craziest thing I've ever done in my life. I can't even put into words how painful it was. It was so painful. I lost like 12 kilos because this was one of the first ones that were like done by teams, and they didn't like care about our weight, so we had to kill chickens to eat. So they were literally like, if you just want to eat, here's 2 chickens, here's a pot, get it done. So you literally had to kill the chickens, like wring their necks and pluck them, put them in a thing, and then share one chicken around between like 8 dudes or some shit like that. Fucking crazy, man. Darius lost like 12 kilos. Like, it was crazy. Leeches were all on the boys. We weren't allowed to have showers. The only shower we had was like on the 3rd day in a creek. Like, it was mental. Absolutely mental. Okay, so 2016 rolls around, and what was that year like for you? Under a new coach at this stage, under Hook, and you did you play City Country that year, or was it the?
Yeah, I played 15 and 16.
Yep.
Both under Freddie, so that was again another experience that I really cherished and loved, and come 16, again started the season off reasonably well, and had an injury of my elbow, which I think put me out for maybe 4 to 6 weeks. Then I did my wrist, and then they always say things happen in threes, and then broke my back at the end of the
broke your back.
Broke my back at the end of I think it was round 20 against Titans, Gold Coast Titans. So,
broke your back. How'd you?
L2, L3 transverse process. So just in a awkward tackle,
and so how long did that put you out for?
That was season. So that was 3 months that I had to. Yeah.
Was that? Do you reckon that's the darkest period of your career? You reckon, or you got through it pretty good?
Yeah, probably. Obviously, I was in good spirits, and I knew I'd be fine. Once the doctor said you didn't have to have surgery, or
at least it happened in the off season as well.
Exactly. So I was just I could get my head around that, but obviously at the time you're sitting there in the hospital, can't move, and you don't know what's going on, and then they come and tell you it's it's broken. You got to see a specialist in a couple of days. You're just thinking what to do, and I remember just sitting there or laying there for 3 days, just
thinking
but I was still in my Penrith gear because I wasn't allowed to be touched till the specialist said.
So you had to stay in your Penrith gear for 3 days.
Yeah, mate, I was in my gear for I think 2 or 3 days until they actually said you can move him and
holy shit.
Yeah, so
that would have been a scary 3 days then.
It wasn't scary. It was just the fact of I just wanted an answer of what's going on. And
but did you ever think, fuck, I might not be able to play here again?
Well, then again, that was just you think you're just like, oh my god, that's the thing. You can move your feet, and you had feeling and everything there. So I was just getting that opinion off the specialist, and then when he tells you what it was like, oh sweet, cut it off, try and get up, move around, have a shower, and
fuck, that shower would have been glorious.
Yeah, I actually had a bed bath by two nurses. So
Really?
that was probably one of my darkest times there.
Was
but,
that awkward? Or
Oh
like,
yeah, it was-
shit.
yeah, you could say it was a little bit awkward. Yeah, the ladies are there trying to wash the old John, and yeah, I was just going, what's doing?
But like they see it all the time, so they're sweet.
They're sweet, but I'm laying there going,
Were you
oh
rattled?
my God, I was just rattled,
Do you remember their names or anything?
No, I wouldn't have a bloody clue, mate.
Oh my
It
God.
was actually on the Gold Coast bloody
Gold Coast Hospital?
I'm not too sure what the
Where?
but yeah, I remember they just gave me the cloth and saying, give yourself a good clean of where you can actually do it. And obviously you try to give it a clean. Then one of the ladies was like, "Nah, that's not how you clean it. I'll give it here." And I was like, "Oh no!"
Well, so she didn't even you didn't really. She offered you the opportunity.
She gave me the sponge or the cloth, the wet cloth, to obviously try and give myself a clean. And she's like, "Nah, that's not how you do it." And I was like, "God," just rattled.
Like that anxiety, don't know what to do.
I was laying there just going, "Oh no!" Having some Barney here, just.
And we're just like, all right, sweet. Or I'm just gonna have to.
I said, "Oh look, I'll just cop that one." Just, Made sure the next time they come in for a shower, I said, "I'll go actually have a proper shower." Please. Yeah.
Fuck, that's funny, man. Because you'd just be sitting there should I say something, or should I just be like, "No, it's all right," or should I just let them do it? Or
she's like, "Don't be shy." I was just like, "God, get me out of here," So
don't be shy.
It's
the worst thing ever to say. Now you're rattled.
Yeah, I was absolutely rattled at the time, just going, "Oh no, this is not good."
Okay, so they cleaned you up. You got all good from the specialist. Then you went back to training, I guess, slowly, and then back into So 2006, is this 2016 to 17?
16. So it would have been 16, and then also the boys had went through the finals there as well. So just watching them,
They've been rough. Yeah.
Yeah, it is rough. You wish you're out there. Obviously playing along them, and but you just sit there. All you can do is just support them and do whatever you can do to help them get through those final periods. But again, come end of 2016, had a pretty good preseason as well, and then into 2017.
It's pretty crazy. You've gone from pretty bad injury. 3 months is a bad injury. It's not small. And then you had the best year of your career. Was it because, do you think the injury had a lot of helping motivation for you? As in, you'd been out and your body had fully rested and you were fully ready to get back into it. When you don't have a full off season, you can feel.
No, I don't think so. I think I remember 2016. I probably took rugby league a little bit for granted, and probably didn't respect it enough to. That's just my opinion and where my head's at of obviously why I got injured. And again, all my runs, and probably in 2016, I normally used to just dawdle into the line, or never actually had a purpose of what I was actually doing, with the football or all away from the football. So
just going to go through the motions kind of thing, do your job.
I was probably just going. That's exactly. I was probably just going through the motions and just basically ticking the boxes, and and that was it. And I remember just sitting down with Hook and just saying look, it's going to change. I want to have a good preseason. I thought I had a pretty good preseason in that year, end of 2016, and then just because we had a whole new strength and conditioning staff, and everything changed, and just come round one wasn't the best, but from that period we
because you got touched up round one, didn't you?
Yeah, we got absolutely flogged by Dragons. So
it's crazy.
It was just one of those days that everything that we did just didn't work, and we just looked like we were just off the pace there, and crisis meetings the next day, just trying to think of what's going on, and again we turned it around pretty quickly to obviously try and get the season started again, and
it's everyone's. That's the worst thing. Round one, everyone's pumped. Yeah, boys, we're
everyone's
back.
pumped, ready to go.
And then you just get smacked. Just fuck.
I think it was 40 odd
and so
to 2 or something. It was.
Did it rattle your confidence? Do you think as a team? Were you a bit shit? Maybe we aren't where we need to be at all.
Or
do you think it's just
I don't think so. It was obviously it's round one, and it's a long year, and for yourself, that as well. It's obviously competitions aren't won in the first game, but you can
As you can see, the Dragons
exactly.
didn't even make
so
that.
It's just we knew it was a long season. If we just had to keep it simple and which we did, we fixed that, and towards the back end of the year we started to play some really good football.
And so you generally put this last year up to changing your attitude mentally, like, okay, every game I'm going to go out there with a purpose. Every run's going to have a purpose. Every tackle's going to have a purpose. Do you think that's what it's been?
Yeah, basically that. And I've got that attitude now. Like if I get pistoled or if I get bashed off a kickoff or off every run, like it's it is what it is. It's football. It's it should be fun, and you should be having fun, and that's just how I look at it now. And I was enjoying my football last year. I love being around my teammates. It's something that I really cherish, and as much as they hate me for annoying them every bloody day, it's something that I enjoy doing. And
So would you consider yourself the team pest?
Yeah, there's a few guys in the team that I get along on really well, and I just feed off their energy, and vice versa. So and there's obviously other boys that are just real quiet and just want to stick to themselves, but I just float. I'm a floater. Just
so you and Maloney would be two team pests.
I reckon he's got me covered.
Really,
to be
number one
mate.
pest.
He's an absolute pest. He's a parrot. He's an absolute parrot. He just doesn't shut up. He just at me. If he's honestly at me every day, and I'm over it now.
So you know how it feels for other
exactly.
people.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I'm like, this is probably how everyone feels like when I'm at him every day. So returning the favour there from Jimmy.
That's funny. How's it been? Jimmy coming over, and what do you feel like he's brought to the squad? With experience, and everywhere he goes, they've been in a grand final and won it, I think, except for the Warriors. So
my mate, he's so smart. He's a very, very smart player, and obviously experienced head there, and 2 grand finals. Obviously, been with another grand final with Ivan at the Warriors, and been at Melbourne and Para as well. So he's been really, really good in helping Nathan, and obviously trying to get a combination there with Yowie on the left hand edge there as well. So he's very smart in what he says and what we should be doing. Obviously, being a young team, and him taking that pressure off Nathan, I think will help clear his development. And Nat's a really good player, and he's a superstar and will be a massive superstar in the future. And for him to obviously take control of a side for the 2 years that he's been playing, it's I'm not saying that's taken a toll on him, but it's going to give him a bit of relief that having Jimmy there to obviously be another dominant half there to ease off Nathan
and kind of like let his game grow naturally instead of being stifled from the pressures of fitting into a structure.
And obviously with this number 6 situation last year, we had maybe 3 or 4 combinations there. So obviously if these two can strike up a really good combination, I think they'll be really.
Have you felt it like at training? Have you felt the smoothness?
Yeah, you can
increase massively.
You can just see how it just floats. Obviously, Nat's going to be the dominant half to get the team around, but Jimmy's just that floater that. Obviously you've seen him in the Sharks games there, where he just floats on an edge there, and I think he put maybe 22 or 23 tries down that left edge for Graham. So. Hopefully he brings that to the team. I know he's the most penalised bloody player in the NRL, so we'll be defending a lot. But
is that something you just put on him every time, mate? You're the biggest grub in the NRL.
We're actually talking about it today at coffee. He said I think he gave away 33 penalties or something.
So he's more of a grub than Ennis.
He's a massive grub.
I love Jimmy. When you come on the show, he's a legend. So you have the year, and when did you get the phone call for? Actually, no. Take us to the finals. You guys made a bit of a push there towards the end. What was that like? Did you feel like you were building something pretty special, and did it give you confidence for this year?
We last game, obviously against Manly, they had to beat us by I think 32 or 33 points.
Yeah.
And again, we went into that game thinking, look, we're going to play finals.
Yeah. As if they're going to beat us by 33
We'll go
points.
through the motions, and they come out. I think it was 20 minutes left, and they were 28-0, and we're just looking at each other going, like, oh my God,
What have we done?
What have we done here?
Yeah.
We're actually not going to play finals footy if they beat us because they'll move us in. So I think the last 20 minutes we ended up scoring 3 tries or three or 4 tries there to close the gap there and move to the first week. We had Manly again. So we knew what they were going to attack at us and what they were going to throw. So it was just changing a few things and going back to basic skills to obviously try and beat them. And we did. And then we had the tough task of obviously going up to Brisbane on a Friday night to packed house as well. So that was
a good Suncorp.
That's honestly one of the favourite places to play there. And the crowd's really electric, and we have a really good fan base up there as well. So that was just one of those games that everything that every time we got a roll on, it was there'll be someone knocked out, or the ref would call time, and every time we had that momentum to obviously apply a bit of pressure, we ended up getting stopped. So 13-6. It was a brutal game, but we took a lot of confidence out of that, and obviously getting Jimmy this year, we're going to get more experience there, and I honestly hope we have a really good season, and I think Jimmy's been the missing link of a team that we need.
And so when was the time when you got the call to be the Australian squad?
I think we had our season, our presentation on Wednesday night. It would have been Thursday night. So it would have been Thursday. I'm not too sure the date, but I was with Peter Wallace, at his house that he's knocking down rebuilding, and we're just sitting there, and I had a phone call from my club manager saying, what are you doing? I was like, just with Lowell. He's like, well, drop your shit. You get to the city. You in the Aussie camp. I was like, what? I just looked at it, I was like, I'm like, surely these guys having me on. So I left it at that, and I had a phone call from the Aussie.
So you genuinely thought it was?
I honestly thought it was. So I was just like, this is surely one of the boys was having me on. So I had the phone call from Tristan. Basically told me, he goes, oh mate, can you get to Mascot? And I'm still didn't want to believe it. Still, I'm just like, this can't be real. And then obviously did the research straight away that Fafita had pulled out. I'm like, Fafita out, Campbell Gillard in. I was like, oh shit, like maybe I think it is. It is true. So went and got the passport and went in and just met the boys, and then found out Saucy was in the team as well. So I was absolutely stoked for him there. And then we went to Fiji for a week and come back for a week, and then moved into camp down to Melbourne.
What was it? Who was the person that when you walked into camp you were like, fuck no, this is mental. This is mental. Like such and such is over there, or such and such is over. Like Cam Smith's fucking right there.
I think if you look at all those players that have been there and done that, and Cooper Cronk, Cameron Smith, Billy Slater, Mal Meninga, like you just you can just touch him and you can just it's just I sat there and I was just I'm pretty sure I was sitting by myself just going like,
what's doing?
I don't feel comfortable here.
Really?
Just I felt like the odd one out, just going like, what are you doing here? Just nothing. I can't. I just can't explain it. I was just sitting there, just shocked, and then you do all your fittings and you get your bag, all that stuff, and then it kind of sinks in a little bit that it's.
Were you kind of like, I'm just going to be here for I'm not going to play, I'm just going to be in the squad or something? Was that what you initially thought, or you kind of did? I
probably just I was just thinking, I'm like, it's a privilege and an honour to be there, and if I didn't play a game, I didn't play a game. I'd just
happy to be there,
cop it on the chin, and whatever. It's just a massive honour to actually be there, and. I was pretty stoked that I wasn't playing the first game. I was so stoked that I was actually 18th man. I was like, this is actually pretty cool. You get to warm up with the boys. First game of the World Cup, and I was stoked. I was just sitting there, just again, pinching myself, just going like, what are you doing here? or been at home watching it actually on
Yeah.
TV. So
What about when you pull that jersey on for the first time? Was that fucking like, holy shit?
yeah, again, like when you're trying it on as well, you're like, oh shit, like this is a bit, it's a bit scary at first, and then
Yeah.
But I think the whole week of when you get your number, and then having a talk in front of the boys of what you're going to do and things like that, it really kicked in, and putting the jersey on and then singing the anthem, it just gives you goosebumps, and still gives me goosebumps today when you think about it, and mate, it was unreal.
And so, what was it? You're in Fiji, and did your mother's a Fijian immigrant?
Yeah, mum's born in Fiji.
Yeah, and so did you get a chance to visit any of her family, or not really?
No,
It's
not really,
just
no.
she migrated and lost ties with her kind of thing, or
Yeah, I'm not too sure. She's a lot fairer than me. I'm actually
really?
I'm actually a lot darker than her. So
yeah,
I think she went over. She flew over as well, obviously to see family, and because we had a little Tri Nation trial over there against obviously
PNG,
Fiji
right?
and PNG. So she wanted to come over for that and have a watch as well. So, but yeah, that was something special as well.
Yeah, it's that's cool that you got to make your Australian debut in her country of birth or whatever. Probably didn't even think about that, but
Yeah, it was. Yeah, obviously, that the trial there, that sunk in as well. Going like, oh my god, like you actually playing in a trial as well.
Yeah.
So, although it wasn't official, but it's still special.
mate, 100%.
It's
So
one of those crazy things that you just
Words
never-
can't put into it.
exactly. I never thought it'd come this quick and or come at all. It's something I'll always cherish.
And so, what do you reckon is the who taught you the most at camp? Do you think, or what did you take away from the camp the most from watching the other boys, the future immortals and that operate?
Probably just the calm. It was just everything that they did. It was just calm, and we hardly had any drop balls, and everyone was pretty much accountable for their actions of what they're meant to be doing and where you should be. So just things like that really stuck with me. I remember before games, music's blaring, everyone's happy, laughing, joking, and it's something that I've never been a part of. I look back at Penrith, it's quiet, everyone's focused and switched on, but you go into this camp and it's people you can actually have a joke and have a laugh,
Upbeat
and
that.
and it's things like that, and you just again two different sides and two different experiences that you obviously see, and you just know everyone knows their role, and then obviously if that's the way that you prepare, that's how you prepare, and I was just sitting there just watching everyone just laugh and giggle and things like that, and you just go like, all right, well it's football, we're going to play some football, and
Sweet.
game on.
And what's the funniest memory or the best roomie or who of the kind of whole tour?
I didn't have a roomie, so everyone had their room to
your own room.
themselves. So
Fucking hell, that's when you know you're playing for Australia.
oh wow,
You got your own room.
I honestly thought like who that moment when you think like, oh, who am I going to room with, and things like that. But I got along really well with the obviously the Brisbane boys, Matt Gillard, Benny Hunt, and Moose as well. So
Moose.
I probably couldn't think of any funny moments. Obviously, there's nights out that.
Yeah. Were you part of is there an emu squad or
Emu,
whatever?
So an emu. So if you're not a kangaroo, you're an emu.
Yeah.
So I think what's that? It would have been maybe 4 or 5 boys that weren't playing each week would go out on a.
Is it a requirement?
It is a requirement, and it's an actual thing that Mal is pretty serious and strict about. He's there to have a good time, and that's it. That's his way of showing his respect and responsibility for you guys to obviously go and have some fun. And it was. I actually never got the experience to be an emu on a night out, but you hear the boys coming in the next day saying how much of a fun night it was. But I remember the first week of obviously after the Friday night game, it was 2 days of drinking, and I wanted to book a flight on the way home because I was in a
Rattled.
world of hurt. And the boys are saying like, make sure you prepare for this because it's gonna.
Oh, really? They really put it on you?
Yeah, they're just like, it's gonna be like this, for the rest of for the tour, and you're just like, oh no, like
I can't do this.
I remember just staying in bed for like 3-4 days, just in the fetal position, hurting, like really, really hurting. Just.
And that was the first session.
That was the first. And I just went, no, like I can't be doing this every week.
Oh, yeah. So there's some boys that can have a crack in the squad.
I think that's with every rugby league player. They like to have
a beer, enjoy
a beer and enjoy, and that's how they like to unwind. So obviously, we're not doing it every day, and the demands of playing rugby league. It's a beer or two doesn't hurt, and as long as you're responsible with it, it's fine, and well, I had some fun, and something I'll never forget.
Okay, so what do you think that the camp has given you for going into this year? Do you think?
Not too sure about that one yet. I'm going to come back on. Obviously, I want to try and do the exact same thing that I've been doing, and again, I'll leave it up to the senior boys to obviously talk and do all their talking, and I'll just
do your job.
I'll just do my job and get the team forward, and I'm excited now. Everyone's looking really, really good, and just the stock that we have as well. We've got guys lining up ready to go to obviously if someone goes down or form wise, there's someone already there to fill in that spot, and that's what we didn't have last year. This year, we've got it, and everyone's looking really, really fit, big and strong, and I'm excited.
And the moustache.
Yeah.
When did this come about, and was it a Movember thing that just stayed?
I think I did it in under 20s maybe 1 year. I actually did it for Movember, and it wasn't as thick, or it was just
glorious.
Like a little bit of it's like a HB pencil just shaded in at that time, and 15 I think I grew it maybe for like 6 or 7 weeks. Got rid of it, and then 16 I actually grew it out, and then again got rid of it. And then
do you think you're just going to keep it for a while now, or does it get annoying and you're like, oh, fuck, I just got to get rid of it?
I'll probably keep it now. I want to obviously try and.
Oh, you're gonna.
I want to try and. I want. Eventually, I want to try and get it out there, but at this stage, I've been growing. I think I've been growing it for maybe 4 or 5 months now, like solid without touching it. So.
As in, so you just trim there.
I just. Not even that. I don't trim it. I just try and push it off the lip. So I push it off the lip as much as possible, and then whatever's dangling, then that goes. With a quick trim, but
so hopefully by the end of 18, you'll be curling up.
Well, sorry, it was almost. It's
it's beginning to.
It's getting there, but
again,
it's the only facial hair I can grow, so I get a bit of stubble, and
that's it.
But that's.
So
I think every teenager, they're either a real hairy, or they get the old moustache lip, or so I think I just started shaving that, and then just started getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and I really don't know why I have it.
I love it. It's fucking hilarious.
If I have a clean shave, I look like a 12-year-old. Again, it's just something to.
It's a G up for the boys.
Oh, it's not even that. They're just they just obviously copping a bit of heat there from them, but
Gotta do what
I
you
like
do.
it, and I go by Ron Jeremy or Freddie Mercury, or just copy, things like that from other supporters and things like that. But it's all
sick.
It's just all fun and games.
Should get Penrith to give the fans their own moustache, like a little sign.
I think they're trying to, I think they're trying to do something like
that. But 100% they should. It's hilarious. Okay, so let's say the next 12 months are perfect. Where are you in 12 months?
12 months. Just I want to be playing consistent footy again. Not thinking about anything else but my teammates and my team, and that's my main priority right now. Obviously, season's almost kicking off, so it's going to be a long season. We know we've already seen the schedule of who we're playing, and we don't have too many travel dates to travel far and wide, but we
You're a fortunate season.
we do, mate, and it's I think the good thing as well, we travel early as well in the season, so get that over and done with, and then we can kind of focus on the back end of the year of you're not traveling. I think the furthest we have to go in the back end is Melbourne. So I just stay fit and healthy, and I wish that upon our 17 each week, and again I believe we will have some youngsters coming through that I believe deserve a taste of first grade, and which they will, because I'm guarantee you they'll come in and have a go if come Origin period, if there's a few boys out there, or all injury or form. So I'm just I'm excited for the season. I think after every holiday, you kind of get sick of it, and you just want let's go, let's get back into it. Obviously, the pre-season's real hard, and then trials kick in, and then you just know come March, it's ready to go. So we're almost in February now. Oh, are we in February?
No, we're 31st.
31st. So we're almost in February. So we're only just over a month away of rugby.
It's crazy,
league. It's another season, and mate, everyone's ready to go. Everyone's ready to rock and roll.
And so Peter Wallace has been named captain.
Yeah, he has, mate. He's,
what are your obviously your thoughts are positive, but what do you think about?
He's Wal was my first captain when I come through, and obviously the decision was to make Moyes a captain as well. So again, respect to that decision, and he led us there for one season, and then obviously got injured in the back end of the year, and Wal took over. So, and then Moyes has left. So it's just, I think it's a no-brainer to obviously give it back to Wal, and you just look at the way that he plays, mate. He's a tough cookie, and he knows exactly what to say when it needs to be said, and he's one of my good mates as well, mate. He's a legend of a bloke. So
just like those genuine good guys.
He's an honest. There's not too many blokes like Peter Wallace.
Yeah.
You think of that top bloke that just
the old-fashioned values of straight up.
He's old school.
Yeah.
He's trying to mix in with a bit of new school. Obviously hanging out with the younger crew with us, and he definitely brings up the average age of I think the average age of our club is 22 or 23.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. It's good signs.
And you got the old sea dog of Wall, I think 33, 32 or 33.
I think it's 32 or something like that.
I'll say 32 just to be on the safe side. And he tries to act like a 20-year-old. Every day that we get to see him, but mate, he's a legend of a bloke.
Yeah.
He's a top bloke that every team has.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure there's everyone has one of those blokes, and that's Peter Wallace.
Best prank of all time that you've seen in the footy team that you can discuss.
Best prank.
No pranks.
No, we're not really
The pranky side.
We're not really pranksters. Trent Merrin lives next door to me.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Literally next door to me.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so I've always had this plan of, bringing in some farm animals, and leaving them in the backyard, and seeing what he will do there. But come with pranks. We're not really pranksters. It's because someone does a prank, and then it kind of turns a little bit ugly or a bit intense, and you don't know how someone will take it. So it's normally the occasional jokes and things like that.
I ask all the boys this: favorite rapper of all time? Not a rap guy.
Well, I'm not really into rap. I think.
What music do you like?
I'm a bit of everything, and I'm one of those types of blokes that if I hear a song and if I like the tune or
pop whatever,
a word or something.
Favorite artist of all time then?
Again, I got my favourite song is "What a Fool Believes" by the Doobie Brothers.
What a Fool Believes.
What a Fool Believes, yeah, by the Doobie Brothers. Michael McDonald.
I haven't heard. Honestly, I haven't heard it.
Okay,
But that's
yeah, it's a. I think I don't know. It might be in the 70s.
okay.
So
Fair enough.
just things like that. But yeah, I'll probably say maybe Tupac.
Yep. Too bad.
So-
Favorite movie of all time.
Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers, great movie.
Crashers.
Mom, the meatloaf. If
What
he
else you
isn't,
do back there?
if he isn't the funniest comedian going around, like as in movie comedian, like
Yeah, like any Will Ferrell
yep,
movie,
100%.
like Step Brothers. Step Brothers gets me every night,
Oh,
every time, or
yep.
Talladega Nights. Obviously with John C. Reilly as well.
Yep.
Just those two mixed together.
So funny.
It's hilarious.
So funny. And actually, that's all. That's it, bro. Thank you so much for coming on the show, brother. I appreciate it. We're
Thank
talking
you.
for an hour, so I apologise for smashing your time after all the media. Yeah, just good luck next year, and I hope you boys go well.
So, thanks, mate.
Faddle. Oh, that's forward. Forward pass, Mr. Cummins, you dickhead. Well, I can't speak. Forward a mile. He's let it go. That one, Stevie Wonder is in. Now 5 yards forward. Well, I can't speak.